This week, we fly across the country from California to Alabama to have an exclusive master class with the Bassmaster Classic champion Randy Howell. He'll show you how the new Hobie 360 can turn a slow fishing day into an amazing time on the water.
Yeah, there's one.
Oh my God, that was great. That was the best bite of the day right there.
Oh, it's a nice one, dude. Yeah. I told you that was a good fish.
Welcome to Hobie Outdoor Adventures. Morgan Promnitz arrives at Guntersville, Alabama, and is on his way to meet up with our special guest, Major League Fishing pro Randy Howell, the 2014 Bassmaster Classic champion. Now, a year after winning the Bassmaster Classic at Lake Guntersville, Randy and his family moved into the house located right in the heart of the lake.
We've always loved Lake Guntersville, coming to camp at Guntersville State Park. It was just a great, fishing destination that's known worldwide, and we always wanted to live here. But I didn't want to live here if I couldn't live on the water, and that was kind of always our thing. One of these days, we're going to do it. And then, lo and behold, the Bassmaster Classic came here in 2014. The miracle day happened, and it all worked out, and ended up winning, and that's what put us on the fast track to moving here in 2015.
I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go to get over to Randy's house. We're gonna go get the kayaks ready, talk over the game plan for tomorrow, and then we're gonna get out on Lake Guntersville, and I'm gonna catch some bass and probably get my butt kicked by Randy. But he has no excuse not to kick my butt. Yeah, what's up, Randy? Nice to see you. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah. We got to Randy's house, and first thing, we met up in his man cave where he keeps all of his baits, his rods, his reels, his bass boats, and his Hobie kayaks. And man, it was like being in a tackle store. I think I have a lot of tackle. Look at this. I need to show this to my fiance, Randy, because she'll be a lot more understanding.
See all the hanging baits? Look over
yeah.
there. The Yamamoto.
I'm gonna do a little bit of shopping here. You're gonna tow mine too, right, Randy?
Yours is good and nice thing. You can pull yours easily out, man.
I know, look at this thing. Well, I'm using my buddy Matt Brooks's kayak, and I kind of feel bad because he put this beautiful EVA pad kit on here. If I just take something, I could probably make that into a MP fishing. Morgan Promnitz. This is the new Hobie cart, powered by Pint. Is that what that thing is? The one wheel. Okay, while you're at it, Oakley, will you rig up my rods too?
I will.
This is awesome.
Yep, that's it right there. You got it. It's the 7.4 medium heavy, and it actually says big top water swim bait and bladed jig on there. So it's kind of a good all-around rod.
That's exactly what I want to be using.
That's right, you do.
I like it. Right before we launched the Pro Angler 360, we came out here to Alabama on Lake Guntersville and met up with Randy Howell. We wanted to get him in the product to get his thoughts and how that kayak relates to bass fishing, how it's designed, how it's laid out, and also take a look at the Mirage Drive 360 and see how Randy liked it. Randy really took that particular watercraft and utilized it in a way I had never seen before. In combination with the power pole, he was able to pivot the kayak with that 360 drive and position himself perfectly to make those good casts. So it's late morning. We're finally rigged up, ready to go fishing.
We don't know if they're gonna bite, but like I said, I hadn't been here in a while. It's mid-October. It's the hardest time of the year to catch fish here, but kayaks are really good for sneaking back into these hard to reach areas. So we're gonna try to go off the grid a little bit today and get back into some of these creeks. There's one.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Nicely done, Randy.
That's not the one I lost, though. Of course, the big one got off.
Isn't it supposed to be tough fishing? That was Randy's first cast, he got a bite. Second cast, he caught a fish. So maybe this is gonna be a pretty epic day.
That's a good sign. That one bit the big old chatterbait with the Jayco trailer on there. Dark colors. I like dark colors on these bright sunny days in this clear water.
Will those fish like hang out on the edge of this channel too?
Yeah, you can just cast your way up this channel, and sometimes you can pick them up right out in the middle there if they've kind of started roaming around a little bit.
We put the kayaks on the water, started pedaling out, throwing a bladed jig, one of my favorite things. That particular technique has produced one of the largest bass that I've ever caught. If you remember back on Fellsmere Reservoir, I pulled in one that was in that double-digit range, and man, catching a fish on a bladed jig, that thing's chattering away in the water, and all of a sudden, boom, it stops. You set the hook and you feel a heavy one. There's nothing better than that. We got all afternoon to fish, and it's gonna be a lot of casting and grinding until we can figure them out. But it's a beautiful day. We're on the Pro Angler 360s, having a fun. Can't beat it.
Coming up, while Randy starts to figure out how to get a bite, Morgan is still looking for his first fish. Find out what happens next. Hobie Outdoor Adventures is brought to you by Gerber Fishing Gear, Fish Beyond, Lorenz, Find, Navigate, Dominate, Daiwa, advancing the sport of fishing, and by Power Pole Micro Anchor, swift, silent, secure, and small. Welcome back to Hobie Outdoor Adventures. It's a beautiful day at Lake Guntersville, Alabama. Our special guest, Major League Fishing pro Randy Howell and Morgan, take the Hobie Pro Angler 360 out searching for big bass.
Well, my first impression on a Hobie was like, oh my gosh, you know, because I had been in several other kayaks prior to that. I'd owned 4 or 5 other ones, several other brands, and, you know, just fishing out of kayaks in general had never been real comfortable to me. The contour and the setup of the Hobie kayak and the seat and every little thing that's thought out is creature comforts to make your experience on the water in a kayak, you know, the best it could be. And that's kind of how I evolved into coming and getting Hobie kayaks. And that's what I looked for because I wanted the best of the best, and that's what Hobie had. One bait, if they're gonna bite anything, they can't resist that little wacky Cinco. Oh, Morgan's got one.
I saw one just flat.
That's one of the ones schooled up. You got your pole down?
It's a, yeah. It's not a large bass. A white bass. The first bass I've ever caught in Guntersville, Randy.
Oh, that one don't count
yet.
That
was cool. I saw him flash just up over there. Cast that little weedless underspin in there and got him.
There's a whole wolf pack. I counted at least 7, and they're all 2 to 5 pounds, 2 to 4 or 5 pounds. Got him. There he is. Straight out of that cover. And this isn't one of the bigger ones, of course, but I never get a fish like that to bite. They'd see me so quickly, but I teased that one into coming after it. There he is. There's one in there. He was in that tree though, in that hole in that tree. Another wacky Cinco bite. Anytime you have a fallen tree and a flat, shallow area and a little washout area under it, those fish use that when they don't have anywhere else to hide, and that's what's happening right here.
Good one. Nice one. Inhaled. Not a bad fish, maybe like a 2-pounder, but beautiful, beautiful fish. Had to show you guys that I actually caught something. We'll let her go.
Oh yeah, that was so awesome. Skip that Cinco in there after it rested just a little bit. Oh, that's nice. Nice. Nice fat. 3 and a chain, 3 and a half almost. Wow, I love it. All right, here we go, let's let him back. See if we can get one of his buddies. There's a whole bunch of them just like that in that tree, and that's the ticket, is being very observant, looking around. Bye-bye. Golly bum, that was awesome. That's a big one too. God, that was awesome. Let it dangle on that tree limb. Surprised him right there, look at that. Nice, almost, man, that's almost a 4-pounder right there. The difference in no bites and having a big success right here, so that's like 10 pounds of fish I've caught right here in about 45 minutes to an hour now. Look at that. All right, bye-bye, good boy. Oh, that was awesome. Pretty nice one. Oh, yeah.
He's got another one.
There we go. Another one falls victim to the wacky Cinco. They're in about a foot of water. Another nice little 2.5 pound tournament fish.
So the advantage of having a camera boat with you on the water is there's usually some extra rods in the boat. And since Randy's caught about 6 or 7 fish on a Cinco spinning rod, which I don't have, I'm coming over to the camera boat to see what they got. Okay, look at this.
And I'm gonna get you, let me get you some Cincos out of here.
Is this the hook he's throwing it on too? Wow. Oh. Yeah, it really only took Randy catching 6 fish with this method for me to consider changing over, you know?
We'll be right back on the legendary Lake Guntersville with Major League Fishing pro Randy Howell and Hobie's Morgan Promnitz. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, guys. We're here on Hobie Outdoor Adventures. Today I'm fishing with Randy Howell on Lake Guntersville. We have this beautiful mat behind us. Looks like I should be throwing a frog on it, so that's what I'm doing. Randy's caught a few nice fish today. I've caught a couple myself. We're getting to the afternoon time here, and I think we're about to catch them pretty good. Yeah. All right. That one actually hit really close to the boat. Laid a jig. Nice fish, my second largemouth of the day. That was a pretty epic release right there.
Oh, it's a good one. A wacky Cinco under the dock, boys. That's been a good pattern this bright sun today. Yeah. Another nice Guntersville bass. I think they're up under these shallow docks getting a little shade today. It's another good keeper. I love that one on a tournament day, especially lately here, the way these tournaments have been here. You can't beat that old wacky Cinco, like I said earlier.
I'll keep working out here if you want to work the docks.
Yeah, work the chatterbait and the stuff out in that open flat.
Just don't catch too many without me, okay?
Yeah, if I catch another one, we'll swap up and you can go on the dock.
All right, perfect.
You have to look out for your friends, you know. Once you catch 8 or 10, you can let them try to catch one.
Fish on. Good one.
Oh, good one. Well, that was pulling hard.
Oh, what? Catfish.
Catfish.
Yeah, catfish. I'm not scared of being out in the middle of the ocean with sharks, but when it comes to grabbing a catfish, I don't want to get spined in the hand. So I guess I was kind of a little bit of a sissy handling that thing, trying to get the hook out. Thought it was a giant bass. Instead, it's a big, nasty Lake Guntersville catfish.
Got a big one, boy. Man, he was way up under that dock. That's a really good one there. Another. Woo! Look at that. Another, about a 3-pounder, way up under that dock. Man.
See if I can catch one.
You roll on in and hit that old green one there.
Okay.
That looks like a good one.
I like green. Green's a good color.
All that shade.
Yeah. Nice, Randy.
That's a good one there. Come here, boy. Yeah.
You were smacking them, Randy. I love it.
That's good.
Putting on a clinic.
All right. Big head, long, skinny body. That's another nice 2 1/2, 2 3/4.
The further south we go, the bigger they get, right?
Yeah.
Dude, you called it. With a little bit of coaching from Lake or Howell on the camera boat. Oh, yeah. All right, so I was sitting here working this dock, and this is not something I've probably never, maybe 3 times in my life, worked docks for bass. And Laker's sitting here watching us, and he said, cast it under there, twitch the worm so they see it, and then kill it. And literally I did that, and as soon as I did, that little guy came out and whacked it. So thanks, Laker. There you go. That's awesome.
You got
though.
him. That's so fun.
I'm
isn't it?
addicted to this. This is so much fun. Every dock you go to, there's a fish under it.
Hobie Outdoor Adventures will be right back with more action on Lake Guntersville after these messages. Hobie Outdoor Adventures has been brought to you by Railblaza. Hold everything with Railblaza. Hobie Eyewear. See life easy. AftCo, American Fishing Tackle Company. And by St. Croix Rod, the best rod on earth. Welcome back to Hobie Outdoor Adventures. Now, across the country, people flock to Lake Guntersville, a prime destination for a diverse fishing experience. It has so much to offer and has been on Randy Howell's top 5 list throughout his whole career.
When I was able to finally get to this lake and move here, you know, it just has so much history for bass fishing. There's been more major pro fishing tournaments here than about any other lake. There's been, you know, several Bassmaster Classics here. There's been a lot of, you know, big events that surround bass fishing. So this whole town and this whole tourism here is all about the sport of bass fishing. So it's the best lake in the world. That's why so many pro anglers have moved to this area from other states, you know, and it's the hub of bass fishing. So it's just a great place to be, and it's a great place to visit, but it's an even better place to live. A lot of people coming in here from out of state that, you know, are coming for a vacation or a fishing trip, and it's such an easy place because you've got Huntsville, Alabama, a really small, really good airport that's less than an hour away. You've got Birmingham that's about an hour and 15 minutes away. So you can fly in, rent a car, drive here, and you don't have to leave once you get here. You know, Hampton Inn's right on the hill overlooking the beautiful Spring Creek area. You've got Wenzel's Oyster House right below the foot there of Hampton Inn where you guys got to stay. So it's an easy package deal when you come to this lake. You can stay, you can eat well, and you can fish, and you never have to drive anywhere else until it's time to go back home.
Oh, he's got it.
There we go.
All right, more tips. Felt the bite that time, let him eat it. The time before, I got a bite and just kind of ripped it out of his mouth, so I'll take him. It's turning into a really, really fun evening. I'd be out here every evening doing this if I lived here. There you go.
A little guy. Ain't too bad. Yeah, I can catch a little one too, Morgan.
Yeah.
See that?
You're doing that just to make me feel better, huh?
That's a big one. A nice one. Come here, dude. Yeah. Boy, when I jerked on that, I thought that was a big one. Almost 2-pounder, short, fat, decent little fish. Not bad. Let him go.
Nice little fun right along the grass line on the wacky Senko rig. Watched him chasing some shad up in here. Flicked that in there and got him. I learned a ton from you today, so thank you.
Hey, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
There's just little subtleties and little things that you do that make you a great bass angler, and it was a pleasure fishing with you, man.
Hey,
an honor, really.
Next time we'll get you a great big one.
That's all right.
Springtime.
I know they're in here.
Yeah,
we picked a, you know what? We picked a challenging time of the year, and we actually did pretty good today.
Yeah, we still did good.
I wasn't expecting us to do this well, so. Well, thanks for joining us on Hobie Outdoor Adventures. We're gonna have a few more casts, but wanted to say goodbye before it gets dark. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it. See y'all. God bless.
Next week, the top 50 kayak bass anglers in the country battle it out in the grand finale of the 2020 Hobie Bass Open Series season, the Tournament of Champions. Join us next week for the most anticipated kayak fishing tournaments in the U.S.
If you want your kids to provide food on the table, get them a Hobie. They go out, they can hunt animals, they can catch fish, bring them home, fillet them, you have dinner. Can't tell you how many meals I've provided off of my Hobie. It's paid for itself 10 times over. The price of yellowtail, price of sea bass, come on.
It may be a lifetime memory out here fishing Jimmy, Houston, and me. Hey, Jimmy, I think we'll have to go again sometime.